Hi, my name is Kris Beible. I'm Vice President at Software Equity Group. Thank you for joining me today. I'm going to take a few minutes to talk about recent trends within the real estate technology ecosystem and the activity that we're seeing in the space. As a quick background on Software Equity Group and who we are as a firm, we've been solely focused on providing sell-side strategic M&A advisory services to growing software companies for the last 20 plus years. We've been fortunate to work with many software companies providing solutions to the real estate space. We've seen a significant amount of growth within the real estate technology M&A space over the last decade. In 2019 alone, there were 122 deals. And when you compare that to 10 years ago, we've seen almost a 5x increase in M&A activity in the space. During that same period of time, we've seen about a 2x increase in overall software M&A deal volume annually. And so what we're seeing is a significantly higher acceleration in M&A deal volume in the real estate space versus the broader software industry. When we look at the real estate tech ecosystem in more depth over the last few years by segment, we generally look at or break down the community of providers between commercial and residential real estate technology. On the residential side, we would characterize those providers as providing solutions to residential real estate brokerages or perhaps banks and lenders that are providing mortgage technology solutions for the vacation rental space. And then on the commercial side, solutions for the multifamily software arena, multi-tenant commercial, owner-occupied commercial, and so on and so forth. The commercial segment has led the residential segment in terms of overall M&A activity and volume for the past several years, with construction actually being the most active segment among the commercial segment of M&A, and was actually accountable for the spike in M&A volume within 2018 in and of itself. Multifamily has been number 2 in terms of overall M&A volume. Private equity firms have been extremely active in the space. In 2019, they accounted for 60% of overall M&A volume. That's generally a trend that we're seeing across the software industry. Private equity firms have become more and more active in acquiring businesses within the software and SaaS segments. In particular, they're looking for vertically focused software companies that provide mission critical and sticky solutions to their end customers. And so that's a dynamic that we're seeing across the software industry, and we're certainly seeing that within the real estate technology space as well. If you look just 3 years ago in 2016, that percentage was inverted, where only 40% of companies or deals were being driven by private equity firms. And so we'll continue to see that occurring within this space, over the next few years, and it's generally been a very good dynamic for companies and entrepreneurs, that are looking to raise capital or sell their businesses. There's been some very acquisitive businesses within this space. MRI and RealPage have been the most acquisitive companies within the real estate technology segment over the last few years. We would expect those acquirers to continue to acquire businesses. We would also expect others in the space that have taken in capital to continue to be acquisitive as well, and that there will continue to be a very healthy supply of buyers, both strategic as well as private equity firms over the next few years. There's also been some very interesting trends that are driving M&A activity, not all M&A activity, but a good amount of the deals that are occurring within the overall segment. Those would include Internet of Things or IoT-driven deals, those deals that have to do with tenant and customer engagement, also artificial intelligence and international expansion. And so a few of those more interesting deals that have occurred over the last 12 months would be Paylease acquiring a company like Zego, which is a provider of IoT and smart home solutions within the multifamily arena. That was an opportunity for them to drive more significant customer engagement and adoption and behavior to allow more adoption of Paylease's core solutions that they provide to the market. A company like Dynasty that was acquired by AppFolio was one that provided what AppFolio thought was a very innovative artificial intelligence platform that was going to allow for some more significant efficiencies to be driven on both the front and back office. RealPage, acquiring our client Rentlytics, provided a very significant data aggregation platform and very interesting data set to get to more smart data to provide end customers with more informed decision making. And then international expansion has also been a very significant push over the last number of years. It's very difficult to organically develop solutions to bring your business into new geographic markets. And so you really need to acquire businesses. And so we would expect that trend to continue as well. The overall demand has driven this segment to be an outperformer against the overall software and SaaS arena. Over the last few years, what we've found is companies in the space have attracted a median of 5.9x trailing 12 months revenue for their businesses. And that's compared to less than 5x for the overall SaaS industry. We're happy to connect and talk about those metrics in more detail along with our views of the market. And we'd also encourage you to visit our website for more comprehensive and additional research on the space. Thank you for taking the time, and we look forward to connecting soon.